Hey MB crew, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So I'm starting off on my stretched afro, and we're going to be doing some cute, easy, simple back to school hairstyles that anyone can do. I'm just going to take a little bit of the pink oil moisturizer and put that on my hair. Now you can do this on a twist out, a braid out, or just strictly your afro. Is up to you. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick out my afro before we get started. And on my edges, I use the Edge Booster Pomade. And so for this style, we're going to need a closed bobby pin. And I'm literally just going to take my brush with no gel. And I'm going to brush up the side and then pin it into place. So we can create a really easy fro hawk. It's always a habit for me to pick out my hair after each style, you know, just to fluff it, give it more body. And this is how the style turned out. Perfect for when you're running late and you need to just get out of the door to school or work or wherever you're headed to. So moving on to the next style. So I'm literally just going to part off a front section of my hair from the back. You can part off however much hair you want. It's up to you. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make a part going diagonal in the front section of my head. You can do your part however you would like. I added a little bit more of the pink lotion to help me start my twist. And I'm going to be doing 2 flat twists at the front. You can do 1 straight across if you like, but I like to spice it up and do 2. If you don't know how to flat twist, you can go ahead and do a braid. And once I get to the end of the twist, I'm going to take a closed bobby pin and pin them back into my afro so that the ends of the twist aren't sticking out. And then I'm going to go ahead and fluff out my fro and shape it to how I want it to be. So this is the final look of style number 2. Super cute. I really like the diagonal part. It gives another flair to the style. And this is another quick style you can do before heading out the door. It doesn't take any time to do. Alright, so for style number 3, we're going to go ahead and part the front section away from the back section again. And like I said before, you can part off however much hair you would like. And so within that section, I'm going to kind of like do some diagonal parts. And I'm literally just going to put flat twists there. Like I said before, you can do regular twist or you can go ahead and do a braid. It's up to you. These don't have to be neat or perfect. I'm just literally twisting them to the back. And this is another really quick and simple style you can do. And so once I got done with all of the twists, I'm just going to pin them back into my afro with some closed bobby pins. And then I'm literally just going to kind of pick out my fro. And then I decided to go ahead and spice it up a bit. And we're going to add a bandana. And I'm just going to add it to the back section. You can get your bandanas from Hobby Lobby, Walmart, or your local beauty supply store. That's where I get mine from. And so I'm just going to pick my puff a bit. And then we have another quick and easy style. Super cute. Alright, so moving right along to style number 4, we're just going to go ahead and part like a square at the very front of our head. And we're going to leave the sides out. We're going to gather that and put it into a ponytail because that's going to be our bang. And I'm just going to take my brush and brush up the sides and the back of my head without any gel as well. I'm going to take my band and I'm going to put it over my bang and then push it up through the sides and fluff out my puff and everything. And I'm going to add this gray bandana to the back to spice up the look. I feel like bandanas just give another added touch, and they just are so cute, and you can get them in so many different colors. And then I'm just going to pick up my fro and take out the bang and fluff that out with my fingers, and boom, another quick style. I really love the bang and puff, one of my favorites. I used to wear it all the time when I first went natural. And so for the last style, I'm going to take my brush and just brush my hair going upward. I'm going to take this black bandana and we're just going to tie it, and then we're going to pull it up to the very tippy top of our head. And now we have like a big fluffy puff, which took no time to do. As you guys can see, I didn't use a band, I just used the puff. I really loved how it turned out. Really quick, simple, and easy. Hope you guys enjoyed these quick, easy, simple styles. I hope they were helpful for you or even for your children. But I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye!